Good evening from Byrd Stadium, along with Intern Mason. This is Wayne Viener for Red Turtle Productions. Maryland goes down to Wisconsin 31-24. Mason, for most of the game, Terps were inspired. It looked like real football. At the end, really didn't have the talent level of Wisconsin, but up until the very final minutes, had a shot at tying the game up.
Again, disappointed by this. It seemed to be not as disappointing as the Penn State game. Definitely close. Maryland opportunity. Sean Davis play called back on an offsides penalty. On
an onside kick, it looked like he had scored a touchdown. There's a penalty flag, and in college you can't advance an onside kick if you're the kicking team. It just wasn't our time. Caleb Rowe comes in late in the fourth quarter, and he had a pretty good game. A slow start, but a pretty good game. He goes 7 for 18, 97 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. Caleb, who played most of the game, was 6 of 16, 107 yards, touchdown, and a pick. Did you think Maryland lived up to their expectation a bit? Certainly didn't really get pushed around like they did last time.
No, I saw Maryland. They were really fired up, really intense, and it was just that close to having something here. But again, as you said, the talent level just wasn't there. In the first half, Maryland electrifies the crowd, the 44,000 that were here for a homecoming. DJ Moore ties the game, a long catch and a stretch for the touchdown. It's 17 all at the half. Maryland outgained Wisconsin and held the ball for 18 plus minutes. Second half, until the end, Terps couldn't sustain any offense. What'd you see that was different between the first half and the second half? You know, we've seen a lot of those Perry Hills quarterback draws where he extends a play into 17-yard, 20-yard gains, but Wisconsin had that play figured out, and that's what I believe was the difference in this game.
Right. There was a lot of interesting plays in that first half. Once again, another year, Wisconsin gets us on a fake kick. The up back rumbled about 50 yards.
I was very surprised on that play when Will Likely did not catch what looked to be a center or a guard for Wisconsin.
Yeah, that was interesting. Jalen Brooks with a pick, had the crowd fired up. Maryland got the ball about the 30, couldn't do anything. And then Adam Green, who took over for what appears to be an injured Brad Craddock, a 1-2 on the field goals. It's, again, interesting stuff.
Well, really where I saw missed opportunities was where Maryland had the ball on about the 35 twice, and they got sacked out of field goal range. And they tried to run a shotgun run, lost 4 yards, then got a false start on fourth down, ended up in a 4th and 11.
Yeah, it was there for the taking. The difference is you see Maryland start to get better. First of all, Maryland didn't get blown out, but you can see that Maryland is getting closer, and they got sacked out of field goal range against Penn State as well. This post-game show brought to you by Meyer Consulting Engineers. Let's run that spot right here. Meyer Consulting Engineers. In the past 5 years, our organization has completed over 1,300 projects in the U.S. and abroad, including many structures at the University of Maryland. For structural engineering and materials testing and inspection, call Meyer Consulting Engineers. We're back here at Byrd Stadium. Look, one thing is, the game seemed to take forever. Did it seem like it took a long time to you?
I think the time change definitely had something to do with this one, but yeah, this was a really long game, despite the fact that Wisconsin loves running the football.
Yeah, but they didn't run as much. It was really the passing down at the stretch. Hey, in the offensive line, earlier today and throughout the week, we talked a lot about Derwin Gray. I didn't see him in the game today. Damian Prince was out. Shelton at guard. Brendan Moore played a little bit at guard. It's an offensive line up and down. There were stretches where Maryland was able to run the offense, went away near the end.
Yeah, the offensive line looked really impressive on the Shane Cockrell drive of the day, and then at the end it just stalled out again.
Yeah. Defense looked good. Who were your defensive stars for today?
Well, Denzel Conyers really played well, had some big tackles. Jalen Brooks finally caught one of those balls that was thrown right at him. And those two, with those 2 interceptions, gave Maryland an opportunity today.
Okay, I like Danny Bonham, Ngakwe, Quentin Jefferson, and Azubuike Ukandu put a hit on the Wisconsin running back that was an instant highlight reel of the game. So let's take a look at the Maryland stats. Likely 3 rushes, 56 yards. He leads the Terp. DeAndre Lane, 3 catches, 63. What DJ Moore do?
Well, DJ Moore today had 2 catches, 51 yards, and a touchdown. Another one of those games where he'll catch 2 balls, but 1 touchdown's good enough.
And then lastly, somebody who didn't get in much, Vern Jacobs.
He gets 2 catches for 48 yards and a score.
So at the end, after everybody left, suddenly Maryland back in the game. An onside kick, Maryland recovers, plays called back. Wisconsin gets the ball. Oh, and Sean Davis recovered the onside kick on the play that never was. So he got something positive. In the end, Maryland just not enough. They go down 31-24. You think the game was winnable?
Yeah, definitely. I'm not sure where that offsides was, but it was definitely winnable. There was opportunities on the table.
Right. The Penn State game was winnable. In closing, what'd you think of the crowd? 44,000 seemed a little low.
I think that's actually good, considering that this team was 2-6 coming in, and I just hate the fact that the students like leaving in the third and at halftime.
At halftime, more. I just thought that coming to the Big Ten, that if Wisconsin would come in, the place would be packed. I'm a little disappointed in the crowd. Weather didn't help. Record didn't help. But overall, my opinion is team's getting better. You could see some growth. The defense stood up. What's your closing thoughts?
My closing thoughts are disappointing. Just disappointing that Sean Davis couldn't get that play, because this year has gone bad for him, and it would have been great to see him get that ball.
Yes, it would. Well, for Intern Mason, this is Wayne Viener and the Red Turtle production crew. Bruce back in the studio.